It's time for one last ride on the scooter. I have taken this out for its last ride, and I've got to get this done before it pours on me. It's been a weird week weather-wise as I'm in the middle of week 12 training for marathon weekend. It was cool, then it warmed up. Now we're getting a cold front. It's going to cool down again. I know many of you are following the Run Disney training plan. You're in week 20, and it is brutally cold where you are. Hopefully you've been able to put those maintenance runs in on the treadmill. You've got 6 miles at the end of the week. I'm doing 4, 4, 3, and 7 scheduled by my coach, and I've had to condense some of that because of morning doctor's appointments this week. One of them really important with the podiatrist. Now I had to go look at the calendar because I wanted to see where we were on this journey to Goofy's Race and a Half Challenge, or Dopey, and 7 full weeks of training left. 50 days by the time you see this. This journey has been an amazing, crazy journey for me because it all started with a broken bone on April 7th during the Star Wars 10K. 4 days later, I had to make the decision whether I was going to register for marathon weekend. I had my doubts along the way. The healing wasn't progressing, but I've gotten the green light to go all the way to the finish line.
This is my time to bring it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This time I'ma win it.
Workout started.
This time I'ma win it. What's my luck? I wanna get in. Inside your love, inside your love. This time I'ma win it. This time I'ma win it. What's my luck? I wanna get in. Inside your love, inside
I'm going to move for a little bit, do a little bit of running, and then I'll talk more about my doctor's appointment. See if I'll get wet. It's already spitting. Lots of showers coming in the area. I wanted to get this done. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Oop. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Okay, time to go in. Hey, I'm not wearing the air cast, which is really cool. I don't have to take that off in here. Just the sneakers so I can get the x-ray. Let's go get that x-ray. Sock stays on, right?
Yep.
Okay, what are we doing?
So left foot's gonna be on this side, so you're gonna be facing that
way.
Yep. There you go.
Am I turning on this one?
Nope, you're gonna stay facing the same way.
Definitely getting a little wet on this one. You know, when I went into my doctor's appointment, I think I was pretty confident. I have followed his orders to the letter, and just by the feeling, listening to my body, I knew that the healing had progressed well and that I could continue this training plan. Little surprised at what we saw in the x-ray, because that actual break, the condyle, the end of the proximal phalanx, it's shifted off so much. Even though it's now healed, the line is solid, and definite damage point on that bone that we're going to see for quite a while. And the healing could go on for months or even years beyond this run timer. Going to keep moving. Talk a little more in a second. Or a minute. This way.
This way, yep.
And where's it, on the black part?
Yes, sir.
I'll just take that. Hello, there he is.
There's the other fracture. It's pretty much one piece now. The healing's good. The bone fragment has essentially attached itself to the the capital fragment, the main fragment of bone, and it's one piece now. So the healing's done.
The real debate was kind of over what we thought helped the healing progress. If you remember, during my first 60 to 90 days, I wasn't healing well, kind of lagging behind what normal people do. course, it's a small bone, a difficult area. The doctor thinks it's the medical device, the bone growth simulator that he prescribed. I actually think it was starting the training plan for Goofy. Walking, putting weight-bearing exercise on this foot that helped that bone heal. I mean, if anything you read is that weight-bearing exercise is good for your bones. Run timer. So maybe we're both right.
Hey boy, can you catch me?
You know, the doctor and I talked about pain. I will feel it for a while because I'm gonna have arthritis in that break. Plus, I told him I'm feeling another break even more, that second metatarsal fracture that I never even knew I had. Hurts worse. And he said, yeah, it's going to, because the way that the bone healed, it's flat on the end. So avoid a broken bone because you'll feel it for a long time.
So you've been using the bone simulator, right?
Every day.
Every day, good. So,
Every day.
You know, I think that's helped.
Keeping the pace conversational for this run. All of them this week as a maintenance week. The doctor says I'm going to have to continue treatment for a full year. I mean, it's going to be through April, through Star Wars, through when I originally broke it. Going to have to continue to wear the bone growth simulator, and while I can put away most of it, the crutches, the scooter, from time to time I may have to pull out that air cast because it simply makes wearing that BGS a lot easier. It's uncomfortable when you put it right on the foot or right on your shoe. Time to wrap this thing up.
You're never gonna catch me dance, dance. So what if I am crazy? Can't take me out. I'll never come down, down, down. Hey boy, can you catch me?
Workout pause.
Can you tell what time of the year it is?
Workout complete. Kudos.
Hey there, Bubba. I only ever used this thing in stores. Never really took it out on the road before. It was kind of fun. I don't think it was meant for that purpose. Hopefully I will never have to use this thing again. Gonna pack it up. Maybe I'll give it to somebody who needs it. Still have to continue treatment for a full year up until the point that I actually broke it in April, and my next doctor's appointment is in 3 months after marathon weekend. Now, speaking of that, I'm having to do some shuffling as we only have 7 weeks left till the big races, and I've got to fit in the holidays, we've got to fit in those major runs going toward the marathon distance, and I'm dropping in a half marathon. So we're having to tweak the schedule a bit. I'm sure you're doing the same thing. Want to make it all fit and want to make it all work. Next week, I'm going to talk about my gear, the stuff that I actually carry for the race recaps and for some of these videos. It's a lot of stuff. Keep training. I'll see you at the start line. Right? You want to go for a ride? You want to go for a ride?
You're never gonna catch me